This week has a common theme.
Failure.
Because we find a hole in our boat. And no matter what we attempt, we can't get to it. After 2 weeks of trying, will ingenuity save the day?
After 6 weeks, we're back on the boat. We haven't done this for 6 weeks. I am in my Caribbean attire. Bridie's tired.
I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm cooking alive. It's now 35 degrees in here and rising. The wood is giving off so much heat. I think the steel's just heated up, everything's heated up. And it is so hot. And it's going to be a long night until we get aircon tomorrow.
Yeah, so the aircon's coming tomorrow. Now back to it. Boat work. I'm Tony.
And I'm Bryony. And we're two ordinary people who gave up everything for an extraordinary dream.
A military veteran turned sparky and skipper.
And a wilderness and offshore medicine nurse specialist. Together, we bought an old steel sailboat to sail around the world. From the highest highs to the lowest lows, and facing whatever challenges lie over that next horizon. We are living a big off-grid adventure on a small budget, fueled by determination and our love for a path less travelled.
And together we're cut above sailing. Welcome aboard. I've just started to pick away at the scuppers and some of the filler that's rusting on the side of the boat. I did this in Martinique and I only did one side, but I've started with the other side now. But I seem to have found a hole on the top side. I'll just show you here. You see it's there. It's about 10 mil. And I'm not too sure what to do. More than likely I need to get to the other side of it, which is on the other side of this anchor locker. I can take up the anchor locker, but I need to undo all the screws and take the windlass out. Okay, so that's what needs doing, but at the moment I've managed to take all the bolts off. One of them I couldn't take off, so I used a grinder to get it off with flathead. But at the moment I think it's Sikaflexed. It's not budging one bit. So I've got a hacksaw bit, and I'm going to see if sticking it in here and try to hack away at if it is Sikaflex or not, and see if it moves after that. So yeah, this is what it looks like at the moment. The idea is here, but more iterations are definitely needed. It didn't work.
Morning.
Huh?
Huh? I'll speak to the camera. Tony is there. I just can't see him. Trying to access the V-berth. Can't quite tell if the hole is going into the anchor locker or somewhere in the V-berth. It's a bit hard to gauge. So it's a day of investigating, trying not to lose morale, because our boat list, well, here very quickly got a hell of a lot longer. Yeah, so we are clearing things out. How are you feeling, Tony?
It could be better.
Not have a hole in the boat.
Oh yes, we've got more work. After all that, it was quite clear that the hole didn't enter into the V-berth, but it was in the chain locker area. Doesn't look like much. But
doesn't look like you spent all day banging at it.
no. But there's Sikaflex that's holding the locker down, and I think it's up to around here. So all that's Sikaflex, so it's not actually, it's not budging one bit. It's gonna have to be from this way, and I need something long enough so I can make a void in between the Sikaflex and the anchor locker.
All to get at this bloody rust hole, eh?
Yeah. It's only to not set the boat alight, so it's fairly important, I think.
How's your day been out of 10, Tony?
Well, it's been better. It's also been worse.
Oh.
Well, no, I mean, other times have been worse, so it's not.
So it could be worse.
It could
Morale
definitely be
isn't
worse.
too low.
Yeah.
Even though
well,
I've got a
I
hole
could
in
die.
the boat. Bloody hell, Tony.
From good to worse, on the scale of good to worse, that's the scale we're working on.
Great.
Riley's turn.
Slow progress, innit?
I just had a look online, and I think there might be some solvent available at the local chandlery here. That debonds Sikaflex, so if I can get that in there, that'll be ideal.
Now, I'd like to say, I did get that. I'll finish that, someone will say something in the comments. I did get that wood in a bit deeper, Tony.
Here it is, the answer to our prayers. I hope. Otherwise, we'll probably have to sell the boat. It's the only other option, I think. So yeah, let's spray this on. I did read in the comments, someone used this, had a cup of tea, and waited for it to work, and then it worked. So I might do that. I think the tea's part of it, so I might need a tea after I put it on, but we'll see. I had a good cuppa and came back to assess the situation. I don't think it's done much. As you can see, the metal's still bending. I don't know how long it's going to take.
Let's get down to business. Remove the anchor locker.
So I got a local welder to make this contraption. Hopefully this will be the answer to what we need. But this is going to stick on the end of my SDS drill. That's definitely powerful enough, so hopefully this won't cause too much damage to the boat.
I missed it. It's already failed.
It's already failed.
First 2 seconds.
Yep. Snapped off at the weld. Let's see if I can hammer it in. Alright, I'm going to go back to him, see if we can weld it on a bit better.
Re-welded, attempt number 2.
I'm not going to get this out.
Oh dear. It worked.
Not sort of.
Well, it went in.
It did go in. Oh, that's gone off.
Oh no, we lost a bit of the end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the scoop spade bit, bloody hell. On a scale.
This might take a while. Failure. So the bit's lost in there forever. I think it's part of the boat now. So we're gonna have to weld it shut. And no, yeah, I don't know. I've got an SDS bit actually. I'm just gonna give it a try. See if that works. They weren't really up to the job.
Boatyard by day, medicine by night.
I was just grateful for life. I sometimes tell people you gotta die a little to live, and that's how it felt. I felt like I was, dying out there.
Sustain a daily energy expenditure of only 2.5 times their resting metabolic rate.
I had a thought, or I thought this right at the start, but I was under the assumption that the windlass was just going through the chain locker. And I looked under again, and there are only 2 bolts that are in the chain locker from the windlass. So I've just come to the other side of it, and I found the other 2 bolts just past here, behind the junction box for the windlass. So that might be the issue. That is probably, hopefully, the issue. So I thought, yeah, the windlass was going through just to the chain locker and not the steel deck. It might be, I hope, that this is a problem and there's 2 bolts that are going through the deck as well as the chain locker. So we would need to see. Right, I've undone it. I'm pretty sure that was what's holding it down, so I can now actually pull it away from the Sikaflex.
We hope.
I hope.
Go on,
I'm pretty
then.
confident that that's what's going to happen. Nope, still no guitar. And then Bryony said, "Hey, Tony, I think we need to make some type of wire saw." And she kept saying it. So here we have metal wire and 2 screwdrivers.
It was the only thing that really fitted beneath the metal, but meant the 2 of us had to saw and saw and saw, replacing the wire each time it inevitably snapped. And we did this for days. The Sikaflex, concrete's stickier cousin, was finally coming apart. We've made some headway with the wire, saw, with fishing wire and screwdrivers, and we've now got a knife out so we can get under things enough to do that without getting the knife stuck now, because we managed to wedge it up and cut it with the wire and wedge it a bit more. Maybe this is the beginning of the end. Maybe. It's Tony's birthday tomorrow, so I hope so. It's Tony's birthday. And he's got nautical knots. And I really messed up on those socks. So long. I didn't know they were that long. Look at them.
Well, now you do.
Happy birthday. Let's come in. Oh yes, come on. Yes. Is it up? Is that it? Yeah. Is it up? Bloody hell. I could cry. I hurt so much. Yes! So we're going to winch the locker up, hopefully. So I'll winch, Tony's just going to try and control it at this point. Up, out of its slot, and just down onto the deck wherever it'll fit. It's a bit tricky because we've got the aircon over the V-berth hatch. A little bit nervous about it. Not quite sure how much it weighs in total, but hopefully the winch system, we've got it on a halyard, will cope, as hopefully will Tony's birthday boy muscles. He's laughing at me behind the camera. Let's just do this. We did it, but worse is yet to come, because we hire a welder to fix the hole, and it's a nightmare.
It's cut out way too much.
They don't know how he was getting on site through security to work on anybody's boats.